Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wild Sun Tarot. This is your monthly energy check-in for Sagittarius. Welcome, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Today, we will see your energy for the month of October. Okay, we will check how September was treating you, and we will see the energy for the future. We will also take a dive into your partnership, into your material life. Let's see what we have for next month, for this month. Actually, it's already starting. So let's see what is your recent energy, your recent past, what was happening with you, Sagittarius. Wow, that's nice, Sag. The star. Some dreams come true recently, or you feel like you've been on a nice path, on the path of success, of the path you wanted. For some of you, wow, this is beautiful. This is the first time I see someone having nice eclipse season. Okay, so for many of you, I think Sadis, you gained some new opportunities in the recent past. Okay, for some of you, you've studied a lot, you've learned a lot. You maybe took a course, your study, maybe you actually, finished your study, and it's time you're right now trying to plan something new. Maybe for some of you, you're starting your dream study, right? And it doesn't have to be study in the university, could be, but it doesn't have to be. For some of you, you're starting a career regarding any universal university knowledge, like academic career. That's what I want to say. And I feel like there's a lot of happiness in the recent past for you. You feel very hopeful. You feel very like a lot of passion for ambition for success, whatever that means for you. For some of you, you also maybe just recently got married, because here this is the professor, but it's a hierophant in tarot in general. And I feel like for some of you, you're starting a new season of your life. You either got married or you moved in within your long-term partnership or something like that. There's a higher level of commitment here that I see, that you're planting with someone who you think very highly of, someone who actually feels like a dream. This is beautiful energy. I actually want to stop your reading right here because usually it doesn't go better. So it's beautiful. I feel like you've recently gained a lot of happiness, or a lot of things to treasure. Okay. For others of you, you also, if this is not like about commitment to your partnership, you're committing yourself to a new path, your career path, and you're planting a new seeds here. So like starting a new job that you really want to have, or being promoted, or just embracing your life within tradition, okay, as well. um, because sometimes it can mean, okay, this also can mean stepping into your path of new faith and stuff like that. Okay. um, you started something recently, and it's something you really wanted for a long time, and you are on the path of learning even more about it. So this is beautiful energy. This is really amazing. Let's see what is that today. Okay, what do we have this energy coming in currently? Okay. Okay, not bad, not bad. We don't have drama. We have a slight change of perspective here with the hangman, but so far so good. Okay, nice. I like it. So the beginning was very intense. So your recent time was very intense with the star and with the hierophant. Right now I feel like you're pursuing whatever you started, and you're maybe also trying to be a bit more courageous within your pursuit. Okay, so for some of you, you are changing, you're relocating. For some of you, you're traveling somewhere. Okay, maybe you're moving abroad. Maybe you're traveling because of that study. But I feel like whatever you're creating is very much you love that, you love what you're doing with the Knight of Cups. You're trying to go with the flow of things. You're trying to um, explore and learn as much as possible. With the Three of Wands, I feel like you're really um, living up to your dreams. You're living up to your potential. Oh my God, Sagittarius, I want to be you this season. This is beautiful. One thing that I see here with the hangman being upside upright, I feel like for some of you, soon on this path of pursuing, there's new knowledge. There's undiscovered places, and I feel like you will really need to be adjusting to different perspectives. Okay, so whenever we are growing, we always think that growth is nice, right? You're leveling up, you're getting more, but it's also very challenging. And for you so far, I don't feel like it's been that challenging. Actually, recently, right? Recently, it's just been like achieving what you wanted. But right now, I feel like on this path, there may be views and your like religion tradition maybe a bit challenged. Okay, so maybe you travel somewhere and you will really need to change your perspective. Maybe wherever you're challenged, wherever you're traveling, it will be a bit different from your current religion tradition, anything around that area. Okay, so you will have to be open-minded. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, within growth, and if you want to grow farther, if you want to develop more within a relationship or within yourself growth as well, you will need to be open to different perspective. You will need to be open to people with different views, with different ideas, right? So that may be a bit challenging for you so far, but that's the only thing I see. Anything else, it seems like you're exploring, it seems like you're letting yourself feel and really enjoy your time right now. Whether it's again like a new study, new job, this is something you're really passionate about, this is something that is broadening your horizons, there's a lot of expansion right now in your life. Can be as well within some relationship. It can be like a romantic relationship, but doesn't have to be. Maybe you met like a mentor. Oh, I forgot to mention that as well. Like recently in your past, maybe you met someone whose life looks like your dream, and you want to be and you want to be taught by this person. And I feel like there's a huge opportunity for that. If you met someone and they want to teach you their ways, you will again maybe find yourself in a different places. You will discovering different approaches, different ideas, different way of life, and you need to be open about it. Okay, so sometimes when you feel like something is like, I don't know, like when you feel like you don't like something or something doesn't sit right with you, try to change your perspective. Try to see this situation from a perspective of different people involved, or maybe that teacher that is is your mentor, right? Or some person who's your mentor or your partner. Try to see it from their perspective, and then that will make you grow even more. Wow, it's Sagittarius, you're on some path of expansion. It's beautiful. It's really amazing. So let's keep it going. What's coming in? Later I will get more in touch with like if this is a partnership or if this is a career path. Okay, but right now I'm speaking a bit general. But we will get more closely to each aspect. Wow, we have Queen of Pentacles. We have, okay, Five of Cups, and we have Two of Cups. I really love everything here because yeah, it feels like this luck is not going away. Actually, it feels like whatever you're doing right now, whatever you're exploring and pursuing, soon it will come out in a lot of prosperity. Okay, with the Queen of Pentacles, this is someone who is very nurturing and is very well nurtured themselves, so very balanced, your life, physically, mentally, with people. This is someone who has a very rich life in many aspects. Okay, material as well, but many others as well. So I feel like this is where you're kind of going with this energy. This is how you're kind of creating your life at the moment, right? Now, for some of you, I feel like this growth will kind of cost you a little bit um, your values in a way, but it doesn't mean that you will lose your values. I just feel like maybe some of your values will not align anymore with the life you're pursuing or with the life you will have. Okay, so again, it maybe changes within your perspective on different topics. This usually this card, it says about our traditions, our very often religion, our country of origin, like what do we think about world, often our home, how we were raised. All this may be changing because at the moment I feel like you're discovering that different people have different views, different religion, different houses, and maybe some of their ideas are more aligned within you, within who you truly are, than what you've been raised with. I feel like that's this exploration here. And very often, when we grow and we discover, sometimes we feel like we lost something because we are changing. And change, unfortunately, it requires us to give a little bit away so we can gain more and different. Okay, and at the moment, maybe as you will be gaining, you will feel like at times you're losing yourself a little bit. Okay, I just don't feel like it's necessarily wrong. I think it's just a process of transformation, right? So you can see if you fit in better in different way, but for a moment it will feel strange. Okay, for a moment it will feel like this is not who you are or who you've been, right? But again, it's for now, I just see it as a small period of your life, as kind of like a part of what is happening, but majority it's gain, right? So yeah, but if you feel like you're disconnected from yourself, uh, it's it's not that you're changing and you have to stay the way you're changed, right? You can explore and you can see that, oh, I actually prefer my past, right? But I don't think that's the case. I think like you're really just in the process of changing and exploring. And I don't feel like I'm talking to someone who's very young. I just feel like I'm talking to someone who maybe lived one way and now they're kind of like touching their dream life, but they're seeing that in their dream life there's also some sacrifices and some things that are not as perfect, right? So living to our full potential, or living our dream, or living in a place where we thought we'll be very happy, doesn't mean that sadness or lost will never touch us, right? Because I still feel like and you understand that you will lose something in a way, but it doesn't mean that it's wrong or bad. It just means that it will be different. Okay, now I want to touch different areas of your life, starting from relationship, because I feel like for some of you, oh, there will be changes in the relationship coming in. Velocity of air. Okay, fire. In what way though? So for some of you, as I mentioned, I feel like you recently gained like in a new level of commitment, and I feel like you were, even though it's very like right now like a honeymoon phase, I feel like you're blooming with love. For a lot of you, I feel like you're on yeah, blooming with love. By the way, I feel like you're on a honeymoon, like a literal honeymoon. I feel like maybe you're traveling, or you're like in this phase of if this is a change of partnership, if you like step into together in a, like you live together, or you are married, right? This is a time right now where you're trying to find yourself in this new reality, right? Because it's different when you're just meeting, and it's different when you're already married or living together. So right now I feel like you're just rediscovering your partner, and you find yourself also with this hangman energy that this is a new place, this is our place. Like, how do we want to create tradition and etc., what how we want our life to be? And I think like soon you'll discover that you are not alone, and your partner wasn't raised in your home, right? So you will need to kind of like create your own rules. And for some of you, you may feel like you're losing something, right? Because let's say in your house you were always washing dishes this way, and here we do it differently. And I'm touching dishes as such a simple thing, but it can be bigger things like that. Okay, so I feel like for a lot of you, you are in a happy phase right now, but you start to noticing that there will be things you will have to kind of, I don't like this word sacrifice, but maybe rearrange, okay, with this person. And with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, I feel like there's needs to be more conversation happening. Okay, I feel like maybe for some of you, you don't want to bring some stuff out because again, you see like this is a different perspective this person has, but you know without the conversation there's not much you can do, because the other person won't read your mind, right? And you cannot just rule as a one identity, right? You need to talk to the other individual. So I feel like for a lot of you, if this is a relationship that just became more committing, you need to have more conversations about your differences. Okay, basically that's the thing. And also you will need to agree on some ways, right? I see like with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like there's a lot of love and there's a lot of care that you will have within this partnership, but that doesn't mean that everything will always be fine, right? um and it may be like clashing with this idea you have of your partner when you first met. Okay, not in a huge way, but in a little things, like you thought, oh my god, this person is so patient, and suddenly when you live together they losing the patience, and you're like, oh my god, so you need to talk about it, you need to talk how to deal with things like that. Okay, nothing major, like it's just realigning. Okay, and I feel like I'm talking to people who are really in a higher commitment because of the hierophant. Okay, but if this is like a new relationship, okay, if this is like something that has potential for marriage, or at least you thought so within the recent past, I feel like right now you're in a very exploratory phase, and you should really look out for signs where you're not compatible, and see if this is someone that you can truly be compatible with. Because for those of you who just started seeing this person, I think you may find soon that maybe they're a bit too different from you, and maybe the conversation is not going so well, so reconsider if this is someone you want to think of long term. Okay, if you're not yet committed. Okay, it's not, I don't see this person as a bad person, I don't see you as a bad person, I just feel like you both are a bit different from each other. Now, six of wands, we have regarding money situation. I feel like you're winning. Great, good for you. Or maybe people are noticing you. Okay, and I feel like makes sense because you recently step up into some a higher level of education, or maybe you made some courses, like certificates for jobs and stuff like that, and you really like start to plan something. For some of you also are learning how to manage your own business. Okay, you've already started, and I feel like right now the time is yours, like truly. There's opportunities coming in, you're maybe coming to the opportunities, you may be actually moving towards them more than they are moving towards you. Okay, which is great, it feels like it works for you. You have to be open-minded, sometimes you have to try to approach the situation a little bit differently than you would usually do with the hangman. But I feel like more or less you're going with the flow of things, and things are showing up for you. There's a lot of opportunities, and people are actually um start to see you. People are starts to see what you're doing, and you're doing it well, and they're like, oh, that's a good. So I think like soon you may expect a raise, or money coming in, or new opportunities, new partnerships. um, and that being said, if some partnerships are not working out, or if you're not getting as much as if you're not getting some things, don't focus on those things, focus on the blessings you're getting, because I see you're having as well, maybe you just have tendency to look at the bad stuff, so don't do that. Okay, and for the uh, your physical and mental health, you have Ace of Cups, which is beautiful energy. I feel like you're healing, honestly. I feel like you're really giving a lot of love to yourself at the moment, in terms of care, in terms of allowing yourself to love, allowing yourself to to feel all of your emotions. You're really in tune and balanced and harmonized, which is amazing to see, honestly, Sagittarius. This is, I think, one of the best readings I did for the zodiac signs. It feels like you're on top of the world, honestly, but not in like a very spectacular way, in like a very peaceful and harmonized, balanced way. And I love to keep this energy forever for you. Um, so yeah, so it's actually very good. The only things that I would keep in mind is to be open to a conversation about differences in any field of your life, and also keeping in mind that you have a lot and appreciate what you have, and don't focus on what you don't have. Okay, so a lot of value play. You need to be very aware that you're changing your ideas, your opinions, your values at the moment. Okay, let's see what oracle cards do we have for you here. What messages do we have for Sagittarius for the month of October, please? Okay, there are two cards. I thought that the other ones, they just pull up. Well, even more blessing. The blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Yeah, completely agree. I feel like you're completely on the right track and activating, and you're very in tune, like with the Ace of Cups and with the Knight of Cups, and this explorative energy. It's like you your love and passion and like positivity and exploration, expansion is so on point at the moment. Awakening, a spontaneous awakening. It's a great way to put it. Spontaneous awakening, and you're integrated as well, so it's not just like a hasty energy. And we have I'm sorry. Interesting. Defenselessness, right path past wrongs, righting past wrongs, uprooting. Interesting. You see, I feel like for some of you, it may be connected to this, to the Hierophant. Maybe you're just trying to, again, like maybe some of the values that your family holds or ideas that your family holds about you are just not sitting right with you. And that's why you're exploring the new path. But maybe you just feel sad, right? You feel like, or you will soon feel like, you're stepping onto this new path, but you feel guilty, like guilty towards your, let's say, ancestors or your parents or the system that raised you, because you're stepping into something new. But again, like, you're awakened, and you're not, as long as you're not harming anyone, you're not doing anything wrong, right? um, you're just rediscovering who you really are, and you don't have to feel guilty for that. Okay, you shouldn't have feel guilty for that, but again, if you do, it's okay, it's acknowledged, it's fine, but you're not doing anything wrong. That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe it's also someone who apologized to you, um, for not letting you be who you are, and they're seeing that right now you're stepping into who you truly are, and that's why it's here as well. And we have number 16th. Okay. Okay, she is the twin sister of Noir Soleil. I'm sorry, but it's French and I don't speak French. I just love this deck. I got it on a flea market. So once again, she's the twin sister of another card here, number 17. This is the more pessimistic of the two. She sees evil everywhere. It roots his life, but she finds it more realistic. Is it the reality so horrible? Interesting, right? Because again, like, we're going to this, kind of like you're stepping into your right path, into your true self, but maybe the dream that you held up recently in the past, the star, it's not always a dream, right? Because again, like, there are some differences, there are some ideas you need to challenge yourself on, and that's being realistic. Okay. I always like to say that, freedom in a way of how you express yourself, in a way of how you want to live your life. Freedom is pricey as well, right? But in the end, it gives you more fulfillment. Okay, so I feel like, for again, like, on this path, you will also sometimes have a bit more rough, realistic moments where you find yourself, maybe sometimes even doubting your choices. But overall, I feel like you're very happy and you're very balanced within yourself. You know who you are, and that's the most important thing. Okay. And if others cannot accept it and they make you feel guilty for it, um, that's their thing, that's their energy. You don't have to take it in, you shouldn't be. Okay. Okay, that's the reading for you, Sagittarius. Overall, I think it's beautiful, I think it's very nice. I think you're really on the right path. I think you should keep doing what you're doing, because you're very much integrated within yourself. So thank you so much for watching. If you like it, you can leave me a like, you can give a subscribe, and you can also watch me on TikTok. I do daily readings here on YouTube and on TikTok. So you can check up there throughout the month of October. Thank you so much for today. I'll see you in the next month, in the month of November. So have a great time, and bye bye.